Hello everyone! While Real Madrid were hammering Barcelona in El Clasico, we were preparing all the breaking football news of the day. Therefore, drop a thumbs up, subscribe, and get ready for the show. Let's go! Arsenal are planning to sign Lazio midfielder Sergej Milinkovic-Savic for 40 million euros. The price is due to the Serb's contract expiring next year, writes La Gazzetta dello Sport. Alexander Ceferin will remain as UEFA president until 2027. Mariano Diaz is set to leave Real Madrid this summer as a free agent. The 29-year-old striker has caught the attention of West Ham, Leeds, and Nice. We hosted Liverpool with Bayern in the Audi Cup in Munich in 2017. Klopp asked me, "Don't you want to come to Liverpool?" We looked at each other, then I left. I don't know if he was totally serious, Robert Lewandoski told Bild. PSG sporting director Luis Campos will put pressure on those who will be playing without motivation for the rest of the season after the Champions League exit, threatening to sell these players in the summer. 37-year-old Villarreal captain Raúl Albiol will soon extend his contract with the Yellow Submarine until the summer of 2024, as reported by Nicolas Kira. Erling Haaland has recovered from a groin injury and returned to Man City training. Nico Williams has deactivated his social media profiles after a wave of threats and abuse following Athletic Bilbao's exit from the Copa del Rey. This summer, Borussia Dortmund will have their preseason tour organized in the United States, according to the club's press service. If Milan advance to the Champions League semi-final, they'll earn 100 million euros. Part of that amount will help the Rossoneri to keep Rafael Leao at San Siro by offering him improved terms. After parting ways with Brendan Rodgers, Leicester consider Rafael Benitez to take his place, reports The Independent. Bayern are not gonna make a lot of signings during the upcoming summer transfer window. The Munich team will be fully focused on finding a new striker. Cercle Brugge sporting director Carlos Avinia is the favorite to succeed Paul Mitchell at Monaco, RMC Sport writes. Aston Villa striker Ollie Watkins has scored 8 goals in the Premier League in 2023 so far. Only Harry Kane and Marcus Rashford are ahead, both having 9 goals. Atletico Madrid are leading the race for Eintracht midfielder Daichi Kamada, who will be a free agent this summer, according to Mundo Deportivo. UEFA has decided not to exclude Belarus from the Euro 2024 qualification stage. Kurt Zouma has now scored 20 goals in his club career. 18 of those goals have been headers. I still have a 2-year contract. I never spoke to Bayern directors after my move to Chelsea, Kai Havertz is quoted by Bild. Juventus have hid documents related to player signings made between 2018 and 2020 from an auditing firm and Serie A. The club claims that the deals didn't result in an increase in capital. Karim Benzema has scored 6 goals in his last 2 games for Real Madrid. The French striker has netted hat-tricks against Valladolid and Barcelona. Marcus Rashford has scored his 121st goal for Manchester United, equaling Andy Cole's goal record. Qatar doesn't want to admit to the fact that Messi doesn't want to renew with PSG, and so they are making fake reports in the French media, claiming they don't want him. Qatar is actually desperate to renew Leo. El Chiringuito quotes Spanish journalist Josep Pedrerol. Napoli will target Ajax striker Brian Brobby if Victor Osimhen leaves the club. Chelsea are very happy with N'Golo Kanté's attitude. Negotiations over a new deal are underway, Fabrizio Romano posted on Twitter. Real Madrid reached the Copa del Rey final for the first time since 2014. Roma are gonna sign Benfica left-back Alex Grimaldo, who leaves Estadio de Luis as a free agent at the end of the season, according to Calciomercato. RB Leipzig have reached the DFB Pokal semi-final 4 times in the last 5 seasons, more often than any other team. Galatasaray wanna sign Juventus midfielder Denis Zakaria once he finishes his unfortunate Chelsea loan. Newcastle goalkeeper Nick Pope has now kept 13 clean sheets this season, which is more than any other goalkeeper in the Premier League. I don't know if Messi is gonna stay in Paris or come back to Barcelona. Let's see what happens. Barca would be good for him. I only see Messi finishing his career there. Former Manchester City and Barcelona star Yaya Touré admitted. Wednesday brought us some astonishing games. Let's have a look. And let's move on to the main news of the episode. Let's first quickly recap yesterday's games. We begin with the Premier League. Manchester United defeated Brentford 1-0 with Marcus Rashford's yet again great performance. In another game in England, Newcastle destroyed West Ham away 5-1. The Magpies and the Red Devils keep fighting for a place in the top 3. In the German Cup, Leipzig eliminated Borussia Dortmund 2-0. The goals were scored by Timo Werner and Willi Orban. Finally, the El Clasico clash was yesterday's icing on the cake as Barcelona were facing Real Madrid at Camp Nou in Copa del Rey. In the 10th minute, Blaugrana fans started chanting Leo Messi's name, hoping that their legend would notice the gesture and decide to return back home in the summer. And that, however, turned out to be the only positive thing that happened to Barca in this match. Real Madrid hammered the hosts, scoring 4 goals against Xavi's Leeds. Karim Benzema is the hat-trick hero of the night. That said, Los Blancos beat Barcelona by a 4-goal margin for the first time since January 1995. A real humiliation for the Catalan side. Anyway, coming back to Messi, Barcelona keep working in this direction, looking for different options in order to facilitate negotiations and speed up Leo's transfer process. According to Telemundo Deportes and Fox Sports journalist Veronica Brunati, the Catalans will offer the PSG superstar a 1+1 contract until 2025 and a salary similar to what Robert Lewandoski is earning at Camp Nou, which is around 2.17 million euros per month before tax. In addition, Messi is guaranteed a percentage of the club's sponsorship income if he agrees to the offer. Barcelona director Meteu Alemany, by the way, has given his take on Messi's possible return. "We do our thing. Messi does his thing. He's in Paris. But in the future, you never know. No one can question the love that he receives here in Barcelona. He's the best in history." Julian Nagelsmann and Luis Enrique will have to wait, as Frank Lampard has emerged as Chelsea's unexpected option to become interim manager until the end of the season. The Chelsea legend has accepted the opportunity to lead the team for the second time and sign a short-term contract at Stamford Bridge. During his stay, the Blues are expected to negotiate with various candidates for their vacant long-term project. Real Madrid are considering various options to increase the potential of their squad in the summer. Despite the fact that Karim Benzema is finding his best in Madrid, Los Merengues understand that the Frenchman needs to have a backup. Mundo Deportivo indicates that Los Blancos are now targeting Eintracht Frankfurt and French international striker Randal Colomouani. Transfermarkt values the 24-year-old at 65 million euros. Randal has scored 19 goals and made 14 assists in 37 matches this season. Liverpool are interested in Atletico Madrid midfielder Rodrigo de Paul. Planning to improve their links in the midfield during the summer transfer window, the Reds have come to the conclusion that the newly crowned world champion would be their potential transfer target. De Paul was one of the key players in the Albiceleste squad at the World Cup in Qatar, and Liverpool are willing to pay around 40 million euros for this transfer. Atletico boss Diego Simeone doesn't rely on Rodrigo too much, hence, he might let his compatriot go if the Premier League club made an offer that meets the club's expectations. Manchester City have Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard included in the list of potential signings, as reported by Manchester Evening News. The source writes that this is going to be a difficult task for the Munich side to keep the Frenchman in their ranks, as his long-term future at the Allianz Arena is at huge risk. After the end of the current season, Pavard will have only 12 months remaining on his contract, and there is still no solution found between the player and the club regarding the new agreement. Pep Guardiola is hoping to sign the French fullback to have another right back in the team for Kyle Walker to feel some additional pressure, as the English international has suddenly lowered his level this season. Dear friends, don't forget to check out the latest videos on our other channels with tons of fascinating stuff. Thanks everyone for watching, and see you in a bit.